Before they require government standards and crash test dummies, they are works of art known as concept cars. On this episode of Rides, we explore those sculptures of passion, focusing on a young designer who's getting the chance of a lifetime, creating for the Ford Motor Company and doing it under the tutelage of an industry icon. One of the most celebrated car designers in history, Jay Mays, the master, the apprentice, and a car that doesn't define rolling art, it's fine art. And it's going to be designed, built, and unveiled right here on Rides. Jay Mays is about to unveil a new concept car here at Pebble Beach. And this man is more nervous about it than anybody. He's George Saradakis. He not only designed the car, but it's about to share the stage with some pretty heavy hitters. The new Ford GT. The new 05 Mustang. And this one you met back on Rides. She's Daisy, also known as the Ford Shelby Cobra. This silver beauty had her big moment 7 months ago in that other car town. It's many miles away from Pebble Beach. It's a very different gathering than the Concours d'Elegance. But when it comes to all things automotive, you won't find a more intense gathering. It's the North American International Auto Show, held every year in Detroit, Michigan. If you want to mingle with concept cars and prototypes, this is your party. So when Ford and Jay Mays wanted to unveil Daisy, they headed to Motown, where you could say they pulled out all the stops.
That was a 10-cylinder, 650 horsepower, all aluminum space frame vehicle that just about took the roof off Cobo Arena when we rolled it out.
Mays and his team at Ford designed and built this fully running prototype in less than a year. And this futuristic look at a classic icon roared onto the stage and into the winner's circle as it took Best in Show. It was a big moment for Ford and Jay Mays. And now, 7 months later, it's going to happen all over again. We hope.
Welcome. We're happy as every year to do this event that sort of kicks off 4 days of a celebration of powerful cars that are also beautiful.
And George is still waiting for his big moment, the world premiere of not only a car, but also a work of art.
That's, for me, where the story really starts to become interesting, because this is a kid that's been in the business for about 5 years, 6 years, I suppose now, and he's come out of nowhere.
Born on the island of Crete to a Greek father and a Scottish mother, George put aside engineering when he was admitted to the Royal College of Art in London. After graduation, he was hired by Toyota's European studio in Brussels. 3 years later, he joined the massive design team at Ford.
He's incredibly shy, and yet he's got this incredible Mediterranean passion that sort of offsets the engineer in him. And when you see this car, you start to understand that there's somewhere a big fire burning in this guy.
A team of designers can draw hundreds of sketches and never hit the mark. But George Saradakis nailed an entire concept in a single weekend. In those 2 days, George came up with this stunning car. When the sketches came across the desk of Jay Mays, George, his drawings, and the project were put squarely onto the fast track.
It was totally resolved in a front three-quarter view, a rear three-quarter view, and probably one of the most beautiful, dramatic side views that I've seen just in terms of a sketch in probably 10 years.